The Economic Community of West African States was founded on 28 May 1975 in Lagos, the former capital of Nigeria, by heads of state from 15 West African nations. Cape Verde later joined in 1977. Nigeria was one of the key promoters of the economic bloc, which was formed when Yakubu Gowon was the military head of state. Its primary focus is to foster economic cooperation among member states to improve the living standards of citizens, promote regional integration, and stimulate economic development. It has also tackled security concerns and military change of government by establishing a peacekeeping force to handle regional disputes.
That our deliberations at this meeting will set us firmly on the road to the fulfillment of our commonly held aspirations for greater effective cooperation of the countries of West Africa and a more cohesive and prosperous sub-region.
Close to 50 years now, Ecowas is still struggling to fulfill its vision. There's also dispute over whether the founding fathers' vision has been met, given the challenges of insecurity, health pandemics, young unemployment, the impact of climate change, and slow economic progress. Over the years, the region has struggled with instability, but with 3 countries recently exiting the regional bloc, there is a call for concern. International affairs experts say the exit of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger from ECOWAS has partially weakened it. But as the region gets set to celebrate its 50th anniversary, it has dusted its feet and is replacing its expiring Vision 2020 with Vision 2050, which focuses on transforming it into an ECOWAS of the people where peace and prosperity will be for all. Some stakeholders who have been meeting in Abuja on the future of ECOWAS are not giving up as they canvass the future return of the 3 Sahelian nations after a potential return to democratic rule in the countries.
So this assignment we all have is to now point out these are the reforms we should carry out. And when we carry out those reforms, then ECOWAS will grow, will solidify, will deepen its democracy, will advance on its integration agenda, and above all, will address the deep problem of poverty that has characterized the zone as the poorest zone.
We have facilitated joint advocacy campaigns, released democracy reports, alerts, and statements under our knowledge hub to draw policymakers and civic actors' response to the decline in the region.
I stand very strongly that the sub-regional institution has done very, very well. And I've also would want to establish that it has also done well in terms of redefining itself at every other challenges that it has had. We saw the end of the Cold War. We saw how it used the 1993 revised charter to redefine itself.
They commend ECOWAS founding fathers for their efforts and the hurdles they encountered while dreaming of a better future for the region despite its current challenges.
We are beginning to see resurgence of coup in West Africa, democratic backsliding, even in Nigeria, where you have the chair of ECOWAS being the president of Nigeria, and in the same country we are experiencing some form of, in fact, when I say some form, I mean it because there is some form of democratic backsliding in Nigeria. So if Nigeria, which ought to be the chair, which is actually the chair of the ECOWAS of states, can experience backsliding, what is it for the other African states?
When you are talking about the coup d'etats and so on and so forth, it doesn't, citizens look for ways of, exercising their powers, also putting their voices out there. So in a way, you look at where you have coups and so on, is where there is a lot of suppression.
50 years on, critics say ECOWAS countries are not as integrated economically as they ought to be, and that politically they are falling apart amid a high cost of living, economic crisis among member states. They say ECOWAS is gradually tearing apart while urging regional leaders to wake up ECOWAS from its slumber. Punarman Benjamin, Arise News.